Something I hear a lot from people who want to start a personal chef business is they don't feel like they have enough recipes to be able to really show to clients. Or even worse, I have people who think they have to create, like invent every single recipe authentically they use themselves. Nothing could be further from the truth. Did you invent lasagna? No. Is somebody going to ask you to make lasagna? Maybe. Hey there, Chef Shelley here. This channel is for passionate home cooks who want to get paid to do what they love. I've been a successful personal chef for over 15 years now, and when I'm not cooking for my own clients, I help passionate home cooks just like you start a personal chef business so that you can get paid to do what you love. If that's something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe and click that little bell so that you never miss a video. So back to lasagna, right? I'm sure that you have a beloved recipe probably, or maybe you took another recipe and put your own twist on it. Maybe you're keto and you make a lasagna with the cheese pasta, or vegan and you have your own ricotta, cashew ricotta, or gluten-free, making it with zucchini noodles, you know? So if you're a general cook, meaning you don't like have a specialty like keto, vegan, or gluten-free, or maybe you're cooking for families that don't have special diet needs, there are going to be a ton of recipes that you use that aren't original creations, and that's okay. A lot of times, clients who eat regular old, what we consider Americanized food, especially like those suburban families, want classics. And those aren't things that you've invented, like lasagna or steak or chicken and veggie kebabs, or they want something like a pork tenderloin steak or chicken with a sauce. So you should have a stockpile of these kind of recipes. Now, being a passionate home cook like you are, I know that you have piles of cookbooks, a ton of loose recipes, ripped from magazines, printed from blogs. You spend time poring over those beautiful pictures of mouth-watering dishes and make stacks of to-try recipes, working on recipes, or mastered dishes. Am I right? That's what we do. Sometimes when we try these recipes that look so amazing, they don't come out quite right. Sometimes they even come out horribly. But being great cooks, we know it wasn't really something we did necessarily. Either it was just a bad recipe, or maybe it was unclear instructions. So as a matter of fact, this can be such a problem. I did a video on it, and I'll put the link down in the description where you can go through the top reasons you might have a random recipe fail like that, and how to find recipes that you know are going to work before you even try them. So check that video out. But today, I'm going to share with you two of my favorite resources for absolutely foolproof recipes. These are tried and true assets that you can rely on to use as a base foundation to build your recipe library from. First is Mark Bittman. You've probably heard of him. He is a world-famous, very successful chef. He has a ton of huge cookbooks that are a fantastic, solid resource for a ton of regular recipes. Two of my favorites are How to Cook Everything and How to Cook Everything Fast. He has a whole series of these that you might be interested in, and you can find them new or used, and I'll drop Amazon links in the description too, so you can go check them out. They are not the most beautiful cookbooks you're ever going to see. These are text-heavy cookbooks. This is, almost 1,000 pages of solid recipes, my friend, that you can use to build that foundation, knowing that once you have those solid cooking techniques down, there's 1,000 different ways you can serve a chicken cutlet, 1,000 different sauces, and this is a great place to start building that recipe library. So That is a great one. And like I said, he has a whole series called that of different ones that you'll want to check out. Next, hands-on, my absolute top recommendation for recipes, and specifically this cookbook when you are getting started building your recipe library, is America's Test Kitchen Family Cookbook. Now, if you're not familiar with America's Test Kitchen, they have a show on PBS, they put out a ton of cookbooks, and they have a phenomenal website. They are really the Consumer Reports of cooking. They test everything a million times, whether it's a recipe or a technique or equipment. They accept no advertising, so you know you're getting hands down the most foolproof recipe you could ever find. If there is a right way to do it, they have figured it out. They also have spin-offs under the America's Test Kitchen name, like Cooks Illustrated and Cooks Country, and you should also check those out too. So this cookbook, the America's Test Kitchen Family Cookbook, is a great basic resource for tried and true recipes. Everything from roasted chicken, sauteed chicken cutlets, different types of stir fries, and it's all like categorized under like stovetop chicken, baked chicken. It has a few casseroles, different things like that. It's also great for techniques too, because you know they are giving you the absolute best way to do it. As a matter of fact, I love them so much that when I was getting a link to the cookbook, which is below in the description, so you can go check it out, I bought two others, the Quick Family Cookbook and the Healthy Family Cookbook. And these are fun too because they are ring bound, so they lay flat when you're cooking, and you can take the recipes out if you want when you put them on the counter to cook, if that's your thing and you're a paper person. If you're digitally minded, it's cool. You could just snap a pic of the page and use it on your device, or they have a fantastic website. So I've dropped a link to this one down below too, and it's to Amazon, but be sure just to look under the listing for used copies. Don't be thrown off if it says like $85 or whatever on when you click on the link. You can just click the link under that on their page that'll show you used ones, and you can get it for under $15. So again, I highly recommend any cookbook that they ever put out. They are that good. I actually have dozens of them, and now I subscribe to their website subscription where I get all their recipes digitally. You don't need to worry that you don't have enough recipes to get started when you have this great resource. There are plenty of solid recipes out there that you can use to start your library, build from there, test, tweak, and create your own riffs if you want to. Now, if you've ever tried a recipe from a cookbook or online or whatever that didn't turn out or was downright horrible, don't worry, I've got your back on that too. Next week, you're going to find out why that recipe sucked. Spoiler alert, it wasn't you, and how you can know if a recipe is good before you try it. So click that subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell so you get the notifications so that you don't miss next week's video.